Hello and welcome to another episode with me, Seema Pateel. And in this episode, I'm taking you behind the scenes to how I use Dubsado and ClickUp for my client onboarding process. I know I've done a video already. I briefly walked you through how I use it, but today I'm going to take you into all of the details and I'm going to show you exactly where Dubsado fits in and where ClickUp fits in and how exactly I use for which stage in my entire process. So if you are on the fence about Dubsado and ClickUp, I recommend you go through the whole video and you see where how you can fit in your entire process similar to mine, because most of us service providers especially have a similar process where we promote, then we are getting on calls with people, and after the call, we send proposal, contract, and the invoice. And once the invoice is paid, we take them into our project management system where the entire work is held, all of the status, updates, and everything happens in the PM tool. If it doesn't, I recommend you make it a rule, a non negotiable rule in your business. So once that happens and the handover is done, you're either ready to archive the project, the whatever the folder it is, or whatever the list it is. So you're free to do whatever, but you have everything in one place. That is exactly how I use ClickUp as well, and Dubsado is where I host my calendar. It hosts all of my canned emails, which happen back and forth with the people, whether it's someone who is a new lead, someone who is a client already. If I have to send them a new form or a questionnaire, all of that is in right in one place. So I don't need multiple tools. There are people who are using Acuity because it can take payments and all of the other jazz that you want, and you are using another tool to send your contract. You are so that it is legally binding. Get your contract signed so that it's legally binding, and then you're sending invoices via your um, whatever the QuickBooks or uh, Wave apps, whatever the thing is called. So you are using a lot of things, and Dubsado makes sure that you don't have to use so many things. It integrates with Stripe, Square, PayPal. I think they also have ACH, but I don't go on my word. I have never had to use it, so I haven't figured out actually. So you have a lot of options for taking payment, and it's safe, it's easy, and all of the good things that you would want from your client relationship management tool. Now, now that I've given you an intro, let me talk about what I consider onboarding. So, I offer my potential clients a free 30-minute call where I audit their content strategy for them and I give them a recommendation, just one change that is going to get them better engagement and better conversions in terms of people reaching out to them, whether it's to inquire about their work or ask them for something, uh, any questions. So all of that actually results in calls for us, and you don't have to spend a lot of time talking to people, sending DMs and saying, hey, do you want to work? When you follow this method, when you offer them something, even if it is for free, just a free call doesn't cut it anymore. So I offer a content strategy audit for them, and very first thing that I have noticed is people are not even in the um, right space where their ideal clients are hanging out. So all of the thing that I help implement is not going to work. So in which case, to know if the client is a good fit or not, this strategy works perfectly for me. Like if they don't even know that where their ideal client is hanging out, it doesn't matter how much content they create, it is not going to convert. And I will not be able to work my magic if you are posting your content in the place where your clients don't hang out. So that's a lot about how and why I conduct free calls the specific way. So my onboarding process starts immediately after the call is done. So if this potential client agrees to work with me, then what happens? If they don't, then what happens? All of that I have in Dubsado and ClickUp set up. So let me take you to the screen and walk you through the entire process now. Once I have someone book in a call, they get added to my leads, and this is how the project looks. And what I do is, after I have had a call with them, I go to my workflows, and in my workflows, I already have this set up. Workflows is nothing but automation. I go and apply this workflow called new client onboarding, which I've already applied here as a sample. So I have to click it and then I have to click apply. It gets immediately applied, and the first thing that it does is, like, the very next day, it'll send me an email with this task, to do task, which says send post discovery call email. Like, if lead has said yes, then what do I do? I have all the emails in my canned emails list. So if the lead has said no, what do I do? Everything is in here. So once I, because I always know, I get on call with people and I know who has said yes or who has said no. In the morning, I will go, whatever is the relevant email, I will go to the canned responses, I will edit if anything needs to be edited, and send it to them in the morning. So if they have said no, for whatever reason they may have, I always make sure to ask for testimonials. So I send them, if they have agreed to answer questions, then I send those questions to them. If they have said that they will send me the testimonial, then that's what I just expect a small short paragraph of how the experience of working, of the call was. And if they say send me the proposal, I'd be interested in working with you. So that is when I send the proposal. I have all of the proposals and everything under forms. So once I have sent the proposal and contract, if they sign it, like as soon as they sign it, this to do task gets triggered, which says send welcome email. So if they have signed the contract, which means we are going to work together, and that means I send them a, I don't send them an email. I have created another form, which has a quick video where I say congratulations and welcome to this, and I send them a Starbucks gift card to celebrate. So as soon as I apply this form to any of the people, so there's this form section where I can go and apply the form. And once I apply it, this is how it looks. It has the person's name, it has my signature. It looks quite like an email, and I send it as like an email. So I can do that, and this is also accessible via their portal. Dubsado has a option of creating a client portal. So let me quickly show you. This is again my own personal account, which I've used as a client, and this is how it looks. So all of the open invoices is here, my business information, any emails and forms, invoices, and project details. Anything that I have applied comes here. You can see there's contracts and there's other documents, and they can see and reply to emails right here if they want to. And their information is, this is especially useful for me more than them. So all of this is available in Dubsado, which is great until until the project starts. They can access all of this, they can communicate with me all in one place. So there's this one hub right here. So once I've sent them the welcome email, a few days later I send them details about their ClickUp account, and I tell them how important it is that they do create this account, a guest account for themselves, and have a walkthrough. I have a quick intro walkthrough of what they can see and how they can see, so that it's very easy for them. It walks them through the entire process, and once that is done, a couple of days later, I go and update all the due dates and tasks that need to be assigned for now. I don't send the whole thing, like I don't make everything visible to them right away. I hold most of the stuff back because it can feel very overwhelming, and that is not what we want for our clients. I want it to be as simple and easy as possible, so only the most relevant immediate tasks are actually assigned and made visible for them, and I send them an email asking if they are okay with ClickUp, or if they have any questions, if there's something that is not working, if they're having trouble even creating an account. So all of those kind of questions is going to be sent. I have a canned email again for it. So Dubsado takes care of sending them a link to book call, whether it's mid project, later, or the free call. It has forms that can it has forms that can be attached to the scheduler. It has contracts and questionnaires and proposals. Everything is in one place. Then there's canned emails. I set my package pricing, and I can immediately apply to the proposal that I'm going to send. And or if I'm just sending an invoice, I can apply the package. I don't have to manually enter all of the information. Then there's workflows. This is the automation part. That is what I have applied here, and these are the tasks that are going to be uh, run one based on the conditions that has been um, applied. So once all of this is done, I send them the email about ClickUp and the video that walks through. I have my own onboarding checklist for myself here in ClickUp, which I apply to each of the client's folders when I create. So I have a client space, and for each client, I create a folder because that's how things work um, well in my situation. So I add this list, which is not going to be visible to them, and I check off all of the things. For example, have I sent their welcome email? Have I sent them the gift card? Have I sent them? Have I created space? Like, my email goes out without actual information about their ClickUp account is not going to be good. So I make sure I check it. Have I added them to my um, active campaign automation? If there's a delay in starting project, sometimes you get lucky and you get booked out, so this is for that. And then I if it's a long term, if it's a long gap, if it's more than just a week, then I send intermittent communication so that they're not worried that I've forgotten about them, and all the fear doesn't set in. When you are selling high ticket offers, it's very possible that the buyers regret, which is said for any big investment comes in. So in order to keep it at bay, I make them feel very cared for, and that's why I have emails going out intermittently. It should not be like every day I'm sending an email and saying, hey, how are you? And that can feel overwhelming. It's a waste of their time because I can set it up, I can automate it, but it's a waste of their time. Having a weekly email come in is good. You know that you're not forgotten, that uh, you are on top of mind. So even if it's automated, all of that information has to be. Uh, I make it personal. Like, I always check my canned emails before I send them. It's just how things work for me. And then any homeworks that need to be completed before our very first strategy session is dealt with. So all of that is done, and then once they are in their project folder, this is my entire template. Whatever edits I want, I don't use ClickUp's templates because I like to be able to see the template before it's applied and make any changes. Everything is constantly evolving, so I keep a template as is, and then I make a copy of it when I am creating a folder for the new client. So this is how um, their project overview looks. So for their benefit, I have onboarding tasks set up here, and after that, whatever each stage, whatever needs to be done has been set up. Tasks that I need to be completing, like reviewing, I review every piece of content that they create. So all of the review tasks are mine. Nobody else is going to do it. Even if I have a team, it's still my responsibility. So that's what I've already assigned it to myself. I will put in the dates once I have applied, created a folder for the client, and applied this list to their folder. So once all of that is done, they know what comes when, what is next. They are, I have created a document in ClickUp which holds it. I call it the command center. It holds all of the community information. It holds all of the information needed to communicate with me, to understand my business hours, to understand what the process looks like, any questions they have, payments and invoice detail, everything, as and how uh, my clients have trouble, anything I added to my FAQs list. And this in ClickUp, I don't know if this can be done. Probably it can be done in Google Docs, but this is a table of contents that you can click, and as I add new stuff, automatically the title, based on the heading I've chosen, the kind of heading I've chosen, it gets added over here. So I, if there's a need where I have to make it even more clear rather than just having text based, for example, how to use ClickUp, I am going to create a video where I'm going to share with them how to send messages so that they don't have to send me email. They can just click start and start chatting. I am going to record a video and set it up. I hadn't explored ClickUp well when I created my first video, and after that I have added so many things into my PM tool itself. So I am going to add that video at the end. You get to add a lot of like images and tables and buttons and all kinds of things in this document, and I love that. So they have access to all of this once they know, once they log in, create their account and log in. They have all of the information right here. They can talk to me right here using the messages. Everything comes into my inbox, and I can see it when I just click on home. And later they can add more lists if they want to. They can create more documents if they want to. I am free to add their Google Docs. Like I don't just use this. I also use uh, Google Drive, where they can create documents if they want to. So yes, ClickUp is all great, but sometimes you just want the freedom to be the docs here. It's a very recent discovery of mine. You can even comment just like in Google Docs, and you can see, you can live collaborate on the docs over here. So but I am giving my clients an option, so I can have them embed their documents right here, any Google document, and I can review it from here. So if they want to create a folder on their drive, we can easily access it. I don't have to constantly ask for permissions, etc. And I can comment right from here. So this is why it's the command center. So this is how I use, and I have the offboarding checklist, where again at the end of it I use Dubsado forms to send a sign-off form. That's where the sub-agreements is great for sign-off. and feedback email, testimonial if they are interested in the questionnaire, or if they just want to send me a text. With a client, I prefer a proper questionnaire which has all of the um, reasons how I helped, how my service helped them. So that makes most sense, and that's why I have it, so that I don't forget. It's easy to forget about these things in especially when you're busy. So I have a list of tasks that are for me. It's not going to be for the client, only I'm going to be able to see it. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you have any questions on how to use Dubsado for your um, business, if your business is slightly different from mine, then I recommend you talk to them. Their customer support system is amazing. In the beginning, you will have a lot of questions, and they were amazing all the time, quite fast at responding. I'm not going to say that all the time they were like 24 hours, but within a few hours, under 4 hours, I would have a response from someone or the other. Like, they have their customer support team in multiple time zones, so I don't know if they are in multiple locations really, but that was awesome. And the best part is, for the first three clients, you can try out Dubsado's every single feature without having to pay. The free trial is unlimited, so you're not rushed to test it out. If you are new and uncertain and you don't have a lot of clients and you're wondering what to do, I would recommend you just try out Dubsado. Probably archive old clients and continue to use it for free as long as you can. That would be great. But everything that you're going to any amount that you're going to pay is definitely going to be worth it, because everything is in one place. You're not using multiple tools, and you'll be paying a lot more if you are actually using multiple tools. If you want to try out Dubsado, I'd appreciate that you use my affiliate link, which is in the description box below, to try it out. You get a 20% discount on either the monthly subscription, or the first month, or for the first year. And I recommend the first year because it's a big discount. 20% is quite sizable amount. So and I also have my affiliate link for ClickUp if you want to try it out. There I am on the free plan, and that is working more than enough for me. Like, probably it would make sense to have be on their paid plan, which is not very high. Like, their uh, uh, highest plan is like $9 a month, which is marginal compared to a lot of other project management tools out there. And for $9 a month, you get a lot of things. So mine is not an agency. For an agency, that would be an amazing uh, uh, deal for ClickUp. Again, this is free forever plan. You can stay on the free plan as long as you want. I haven't had the need to upgrade as of yet. So whatever you are um, trying to do with Trello and Asana that you are struggling to fit into, I can assure you ClickUp can do a lot better than that. So if you have any questions regarding ClickUp or Dubsado, if you want me to walk you through something else behind the scenes where you want to learn how to implement into your business, I'd be happy to do that. If you liked this video, please do hit the like button so that I know that this is the kind of videos you enjoy watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye bye.